Hey y'all, it's Lisa Bonet and I'm back with another video. Thank you guys for tapping into Bonet Media. Y'all smash that like. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, if y'all have not heard about the back and forth with T.I. and 50 Cent, I'm gonna have to fill you in, okay? And while I was looking at that, going back and forth, right? 50 Cent, Ti. If y'all don't know, they were supposed to do a versus, says Ti, but then 50 Cent want to act like he didn't know they were supposed to be doing a versus. So they got into this whole little like dissing thing, going back and forth, right? But y'all, while I was watching that, I remember when, and this is back, this was like in 2021, I did a video. And in this video, Tiny and Ti, both of them were being accused of SA, like some real crazy ish, right? And there were accusers just coming out left and right. I think it ended up being, I don't even know how many accusers, because I'm going to let you guys watch the video. But if y'all didn't know, Ti and Tiny took us down a rabbit hole in 2021. Okay. And what we know now as freak offs is what they were accused of. Because if you think about it, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me bring this down. Hold on, guys. If you think about it, right? That's exactly what it is. It's what we know now as a freak off, right? Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Right. Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, yeah. So, y'all, I'm gonna pull up this video that I did, okay? And you guys go ahead and take a look at this. Now, in one of the accusers, because we're gonna talk about a couple of them. Like I said, I think there were like 11 in total, but we're gonna talk about a couple of them, right? But one of the accusers accused Ti of sticking his foot, inserting his foot into her. All right. And another one of the accusers allegedly, we have to say, I'm gonna say allegedly, but it's not really allegedly because we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into the story, okay? Now, let me go ahead and show you my video first. And really, like, who kicked this off was Sabrina Peterson. And if you guys don't know who Sabrina Peterson is, she was a friend of both Ti and Tiny. Well, I would assume she was Tiny's friend. She became a family friend. You know, her. I think she had a son. And they were like close. I guess, right? They were close. They hung out. And she kind of kicked this off when she accused Ti of pulling a pow pow on her. So let's go ahead and get into my video first. Hold on, y'all, because I'm about to bring it up for you. And then we'll get into the chat, okay? But I kind of want to let you guys know where I'm coming from. All right, let me make sure you guys can see this as well. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, y'all. And you know your POV is always welcome in the Hold on, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Let me go ahead and bring this up. So y'all heard that, right? What I played so far, right? You guys heard that. There turned out to be 11 victims, you guys. Now, the lawyer was Tyrone Blackburn. And you heard them say that T.I. and Tiny denied all of that and said that it was baseless, right? But you remember what they said? The intern said that she woke up bleeding. There was also a veteran, a woman who was a veteran, right? And she is the one who claimed that T.I. stuck his foot in her twat. Do y'all remember that? I wonder why we don't talk about that anymore. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw the back and forth with 50 Cent, it reminded me of this video. The woman who was the veteran also said that she claimed that Tiny gave her a pill and that T.I. put his foot in her twat. Okay? Now, when they were talking about the other woman, I think they were talking about Sabrina when they were saying that she was held against her will, because she's the one who really kicked this all off. Let me go ahead and bring this up so I can show y'all. What's up, y'all? Chelsea. What's up, Coco G Show? Hey, y'all. All right, y'all. Okay. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me pull this up, y'all. Now, initially, she said that T.I. had held a GUN to her head. And I'm going to let y'all see that video. But that wasn't all. So I have to play a few videos so you guys will hear what she had to say, okay? Um, Now, Sabrina Peterson also had some women on her, I think it was Instagram, and some of the women turned out to be not credible. So I do want to put that out there, okay? But that doesn't make everybody a liar. It doesn't make everybody a liar. And these are legitimate claims, okay? These are legitimate. Mm. So basically, a judge has seen these. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me pull this up, y'all, so I can show y'all. We're gonna go through a few of these videos to get you guys kind of caught up to speed. And this is gonna jog some of y'all memory, okay? And that's what I'm here for. Because some of y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, it always comes back, don't it? It always comes back. Hold on, y'all. And I know y'all are probably like, what do you mean by that? I'm gonna let y'all know in a minute. Let's go to, hold on, let me see which one to show y'all first. Um, look at look at Unwind with Tasha K talking about some red rum for hire. Um, does it really matter? It kind of matters. Oh, and you know what else, y'all? Before I even play this video, hold on, let me make sure you guys can see this. Before I even play this video, um, one of the claims was that Tiny was recruiting hoes and giving them, some of them, hooking some of them up with her son King. I'm about to show y'all. And this is why I did this video, because I started thinking how King was going back and forth with 50 Cent. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. 50 is coming, y'all. If you know 50, like I know 50, and I don't know 50, but I know how he is on these social media streets. And he do not come to play. Have y'all forgot the reckoning? Or do y'all remember? We've been down this road with 50 Cent 10 times over. He won. We need to give him an award. He deserves an Oscar and an Emmy. So if you know, like I know, 50 is coming. That's all I can say. You're gonna be like, well, what are you talking about? Let's go ahead and get into this.
I realized one thing lately. It wasn't that I wasn't earning enough. My money dropped because I wasn't learning enough. Can I tell you today that when you learn more, you earn more? A lot of you guys are playing out of your 2019 book, your 2018 notes, your 2017 classics, your 2016 diploma, and you haven't grown since then. So when you learn more, you earn more. Today, I challenge every single one of you to take a class, to read a book, to join a community.
Okay, so which one didn't you guys hear? The first one? What didn't you guys hear? The very first video that I played? Let me know for you too. So I'll know which one to play. Okay? And I'll play it for you. Okay, you didn't hear the first video? All right, hold on. All right, so hold on. Let me play the first video for y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so let me go ahead and play this for you. Where is my video at? Okay. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to pull it up again, and then that way you guys will be able to hear it. So I apologize for that. All right. Okay, green hearts in the chat if you guys are going to be able to hear this. Hold on.
I don't get involved. I don't know what they do in their lifestyle. I'm not a part of it. But I know she done been found. Ask her how it tastes. Go ask her. Special comments to how she know how it tastes too. Ask her how to be taste. Ask her, do she want some more? Is that the problem? Well, ask her what was going on when she was in the threesomes and the foursomes. What happened with her? Huh? What about when she used to go get the recruit the home? Where's she at in this? Black power. You so into the power, but you the one recruit to come get
Okay. I just have one question. Is Shakana and Tiny still friends?
This is what you call a Blonay news flash. I'm Lisa Blonay, and I'm here to bring you the messy in these streets. Now, we may not break the news, but we sure can talk about it, and this is some good tea, so listen up. So, let's get right into it. Okay, so now the latest is on T.I. and Tiny, and I'm getting this from multiple news sources, okay? I'm bringing this from New York Times, Hollywood Reporter, Washington Post, as well as CNN News, okay? So I'm basically going to go ahead and give you the information. Everything is allegedly on this channel, but I want to make sure I stick to the script. Now, I know we're a few weeks in since the allegations started swirling, that T.I. and Tiny have been doing some unlawful and not so favorable things in their bedroom. Turns out they're tour bus and a couple of other places. But that is not the problem. The problem is that a lawyer is seeking a criminal investigation into T.I. and Tiny Harris on behalf of 11 new victims, accusing the couple of sexual assault, abuse, and drugging, along with facilitating abuse among other members of their circle. The new accusations come after dozens of alleged victims first accused the couple of sexual abuse and assault in late January. Accusations denied by the couple at the time. Oh, yeah. And if you enjoy the content and you like what you see, please subscribe to this channel so that we can become a community and this channel can grow. Thank you. Now, Tyrone A. Blackburn, a New York-based lawyer, sent letters to state and federal prosecutors along with state attorneys general in Georgia and California on February 19th, calling for investigation. The New York Times reported that he received confirmation that the letters were delivered. Now, a lawyer for T.I., born Clifford Harris, and Tiny, aka Tamika Harris, told them that they deny in the strongest possible terms these unsubstantiated and baseless allegations. The letters detail eerily similar events of sexual abuse, forced ingestion of illegal narcotics, kidnapping, terroristic threats, and false imprisonment. As Blackburn describes, one of the victims alleges she was a 17-year-old intern to T.I. and Tiny studio when Tiny offered her alcohol and pills in the summer of 2006. According to Blackburn's letter, she eventually passed out in a bedroom and woke up the next morning bleeding from her vagina and feeling discomfort from her anus, and was given a morning after pill by one of Tiny's associates. Another woman, an Air Force veteran, and listen to this, claims she was given a drink by Tiny at a club and later taken to a hotel room with the couple. She eventually felt sick after only having 2 drinks and vomited. T.I. attempted to put his foot in her vagina. Yes, you heard me. He attempted to put his foot in her vagina against her consent, according to Blackburn, before she passed out. She woke up naked with a very sore vagina. Another victim, a former friend of Tiny's, claims she was forced by T.I. to take drugs and has personally witnessed women complaining of being kidnapped. Y'all, I cannot make this up, okay? Now, the women complaining of being kidnapped and held against their will for days at a time. Now, this is according to Blackburn. Now, the other allegations detailed in the letter include drugging and violent threats, along with sexual assault by associates of T.I. and Tiny as well. The New York Times said it was confirmed 5 victim accounts through interviews with victims and other witnesses. A friend of the veterans told the Times that she described being drugged and non-consensual sex act in the days after the incident. Now, the mother of the former friend of Tiny's also told the Times that her daughter had told her, about some things that had went on as well. Now, there is so much more information, you guys, that you can always go and look up this information. I mean, I've only given you a portion of this. Now, along with this, Blackburn told the Times none of the victims that he represented had previously shared their stories on the social media. So that's going to eliminate all of the ones that Sabrina Peterson posted on her IG at the time. And, it turned out that some of those false, right? And remember when T.I. took to his live and explained all of that? Now, Sabrina Peterson was the one who started this whole ball rolling. She was the one who accused T.I. of once holding her at gunpoint. Now, she previously shared messages on Instagram from victims claiming that they had been sexually assaulted, abused, and drugged by T.I. and Tiny at the time. Now, a spokesperson for the couple had said that Mr. and Mrs. Harris wanted to be on the record, and more importantly, want to be, tell the public, and wants the public to know that they emphatically deny in the strongest way possible the egregiously appalling allegations being made against them by Sabrina Peterson. Now, the statement further threatened legal action. Now, in the wake of those allegations, MTV, of course, we know, paused the production of below in the comments, and let's start a conversation. I mean, all of this is alleged, right? So we can't really speak on too much on it, but I just wanted to get this information out to you guys. Thank you so much for listening.
For you, I ain't did for him. What the f is you saying?
The point is that you were with a dude that I'm at odds with.
With the girl that you met through me. Is
Were
it
you
any
at
better?
odds with her?
Is that any better? Yeah.
But
if I hire you to
you
do a
were-
job and you come here and you go and see my man, yes, I'm at odds with you.
Darling.
Darling.
Okay, so y'all heard that tea. Okay. Now, what he's talking about right now, T.I., I think he's talking about Mayweather. Remember, she was said to be linked with Mayweather. Is that not true? Do y'all remember? Right? Now, among other things that went on in this video, in the beginning, that's Shekinah Joe. That's Shekinah Joe talking. And Shekinah, is that how you say her name, Shekinah? Yeah. Shekinah was, in my eyes, just from my perspective, she was Tiny's best friend too. Remember they were on that show? And they were like, they had like a little duo. They were funny. But that was one of her best friends too. So in the beginning of that video, that's who you hear talking. And who she's talking about Sabrina. And what she's saying is, girl, you coming out now pointing the finger, saying all this about T.I. and Tiny, and girl, you was in on it too. You was doing the same thing. You were recruiting females. And like I said, they mentioned the sons with an S. I just said king. Okay? I just said king. Now, I think she specifically mentions king, but the thing about it is she's saying that Tiny would get women for king. Did y'all not hear that? Now, remember the sources that I named from these, and you can go look this stuff up. Now, the reason why it's not a thing is because of statute of limitations. Yeah, they got saved by the bell. That don't mean it ain't true. You don't get 11 victims for nothing. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That's Diddy all day long. This is what we now know as freak offs, with a side of Astroglide and baby oil and a box full of toys, sex toys, right? You said what? Did 50 bring this back up? Because if not, the media is just dragging it at this point. No, I don't know if he brought it up or not. I have no idea. I don't think he has, but I don't know. I just think that he is going to bring it up. I think it's just a matter of time, because this is how 50 Cent moves. And he's quiet. Didn't he delete his Instagram post? I'm not too sure, y'all, but he coming. If he did a documentary on Diddy himself, and what we are looking at is Diddy behavior. Now, mind you, I'm just taking y'all back to the hood, like K Swift. I just took y'all back. All right? Do with the information what you will, because guess what? Do your own research. You guys can look all of this up. Okay? As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull up some of the articles. You're gonna have to come after them, folks. You're gonna have to come after Google. All right? We're not gonna play this game. I'm getting ready to take you guys right to the source. Well, let's not do the Google one. Let's do, let me see. Is this the one? Okay. This is the veteran, y'all. All right, so I can't do it like that. So I'm about to bring up one of the articles where I got this information from, and we're going to look at it together. Okay. Now, let me see. This is January 3rd, 2024, Los Angeles Times, reputable. Okay. Tiny says they are innocent of these fake claims amid sexual assault lawsuit. Okay, it's legit. It's legit, y'all. A woman sued, past tense, rapper T.I. and wife Tiny for allegedly draining and sexually assaulting her in Los Angeles in 2005. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Hold on. Somebody said Diddy of the South. You ain't the king of the South, huh? You Diddy of the South. Okay, so y'all see it, right? There you go. Rapper T.I. and wife Tiny say they will not waver as they face resurfaced allegations of sexual assault in a new lawsuit. The couple, whose real name is Clifford Harris Jr. and Tamika Harris, said in a statement on Wednesday to the Times that their accuser, identified in the complaint as Jane Doe, has threatened legal action for the last 3 years, and that they have since emphatically and categorically denied the allegations and maintained their innocence, while the claims in this story have changed time and time again. That's quote unquote. Now, in May of 2021, LAPD detectives launched an investigation into an sexual assault report in which the woman accused the Live Your Life rapper and the escaped singer of sexual assault in 2005. You see it right there in black and white, folks. Months later, in September of 2021, the Los Angeles County District Attorney Office declined to file charges against the musicians because the case fell outside of the 10-year statute of limitations. They got saved by the bell. My point is that does not mean that this is not true. You don't just get 11 victims. Now, remember, Blackburn only helped the people that were not on the, none of the women that he represented were in Sabrina's video. Okay? So he represented, in my eyes, legitimate, the accusers were legitimate. Okay? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. So y'all see that, right? There was an investigation launched. Now, months later, in September of 2021, okay, yeah, so months later, district attorney stepped in. Now, let's see. Now, it says those allegations, wait, let me make sure. Those allegations against T.I. 43 and Tiny 48 resurfaced in a lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court on Tuesday under California's Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act. The law allows civil suits in cases of sexual assault that has gone past the statute of limitations, when one or more entities are legally responsible for damages and any of their agents engaged in a cover-up. The act allowed for suits to be filed through the end of 2023. So you guys see that. This is how they were able to file the suits. All right? Let's see. Now it says the former Family Hustle stars said on Wednesday, our position is clear. We are innocent of these fake claims. We will not be shaken down, and we look forward to our day in court. Now, in her complaint reviewed by the Times, the woman alleged that she met the couple in and around 2005 when she was enlisted into the U.S. Air Force and stationed in Los Angeles. Okay? Now, Doe, who was either 22 or 23 at the time, joined a friend for a party at rapper Coolio's home, where they met a man named Caviar, who allegedly worked as an agent for the hip-hop spouses. After T.I. and Tiny did not appear at the house party, Caviar allegedly told the accuser that the couple will be at an LA club the next night. So I just wanted to show you guys this article, okay? This is the LA Times. I'll let you guys see the date. This is legit. We just stopped talking about it. We just stopped talking about it. I'm just saying, my hands are in the air if you can see me. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, if 50 Cent, decides to pick this up, like, This is the next logical step. Him being all, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the responding back and forth, either he's bored with it or he was never, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has something bigger planned for that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, because you can dig this up and he could be legit. He ain't got to lie to no judge. He could be legit if he put this up. Now, is that why I'm doing this video? No, that was an afterthought. That's what brought me to this video in the first place. But the allegations and what went down is what I'm trying to show y'all. And if I go down the rabbit hole, you know I'm going to take some of y'all with me. Come on. And the fact that I just showed you guys a almost 3-year-old video, maybe even, I don't even know if it may be older, that I did. So I've been on this. Look, we started this gangster. And this the motherfucking thanks we get. I'm just saying, y'all. It makes sense. And this coming fast forward to where we are now with Diddy locked up. This is Diddy. This is Diddy behavior. This is a freak off that they were having. They were emulating and copying Diddy's behavior. I wonder why. Do y'all not see that? Do y'all not see that? That this ain't nothing but a freak off. I bet how much y'all want to make a bet that they had Astroglide and baby oil with GHB in it, probably. Man, we could just stop at the baby oil. Maybe not the tainted baby oil. You think they was walking around with tainted baby oil? Because a few of them said that they woke up and they you know what I'm saying? One was bleeding, one was aching, one didn't know where they was at. That's not normal, y'all. That ain't normal. That's some Diddy shit. He was another Diddy. How many of them is there? That's why you gotta hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your daughters. Pro-righteous teachers. We need more of them, right? That is not normal. That's like you on the west side acting easty. What is you doing? You is acting like this nigga right here, and he is locked up. But the thing about it is, if this is true, right? It's up to you to determine whether you believe him or not. But if this is true, people that have that type of behavior or that type of lifestyle do not stop. So what I'm saying is, what if they committed these acts against somebody who is within the statute of limitations? You think they stopped 10 years ago? Which would probably be 14 years ago. Like if we add on when this story first came out. Hello. Maybe they did. And nobody will come forward that is not within the statute of limitations. But if I was a betting woman being on this earth with these jive turkeys for this damn long, one thing's for certain and two things are for sure. A leopard rarely changes his spots unless they're forced to. Right? We can't blame the victims for speaking out when they do. I mean, they're going to speak out when they speak out. We don't know how traumatized they are. We don't know how, you know what I'm saying? And we know some of these women were not telling the truth. Not the ones I mentioned. The ones I mentioned, I believe them. Okay? But like I said, Sabrina, I don't know how many she had on her platform or whatever, but some of them were not telling the truth. Kind of made it look bad, but when you think about it, you can honestly look at the situation and look at this picture right here. What does this tell you? Birds of a feather. Where's this feather? Where's this bird? I mean, where's this bird right here with this blue suit on? Diddy. Where is this bird? He's a jailbird now. Birds of a feather. Is that Kanye West? Looking like a little ass kid. Wait a minute. Is it? I mean, I see Jay-Z, but is that Kanye West looking like a little ass kid? Anyways, y'all, that's all I'm saying. He was acting just like Diddy. Now, will he see the same fate as Diddy? The only way is if he has committed these acts with someone who is within the 10-year statute of limitations. That means from the time that the act was committed to the time that they reported. It has to be within 10 years of it occurring. The people that came out were outside of those 10 years. So in essence, they waited too long. Now we're not blaming them. We're not here to victim blame or victim shame. Okay. It is what it is. But if they have any victims that come forward and they're within the 10-year limitations, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And I'm pretty sure, like, come on now. If I'm thinking this and figuring this out, you don't think 50 Cent done did it? He got a whole team of people. It's just me. And I'm not saying other people aren't out there saying the same thing. I don't know. This is coming straight out my brain. Y'all getting it live and direct. Like I this is coming as I'm talking, it's just coming out. So if I figured this out and broke this down like this and can see this, and 50 Cent being a whole professional troll he is, among other things of success, I believe he got more money than T.I. Because he been constantly generating money. Remember, he's in the whole film and TV now. Y'all don't know Power and come on now. This man is putting together documentaries that are blowing Netflix, other shows out of the water. I mean, Stranger Things blew it out of the water. Like, made Netflix millions of, you know how much money they made? And you mean to tell me T.I.'s pockets is like 50 Cent pockets? Not that it matters, but come on now. I'm just saying, if little old us could figure this out, imagine what 50 Cent and his money can do. He got 50, he got 51, he got 50 of me. Like he got 80 me's like working for him, like just thinking, just hey, 50. Psst. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Now we don't know. This is just me. Okay. It ain't even gotta be that deep, I guess. Ain't even gotta be that deep. But when you see pictures like this gotta trigger something. This gotta tell y'all something. Cause see, before we didn't know, we had no label. We couldn't put a word on it, right? It was just the regular words. But now, since Diddy has went through this whole trial and is now sitting behind bars as we speak for the infamous freak offs and what? That's what they were doing, y'all. This is freak off. This is freak off ish. T.I. was doing freak off ish with Tiny. Allegedly. Ain't no allegedly. This has been before the district attorney of Los Angeles. Police did a whole fucking investigation. It's not allegedly. I'm showing. I just showed y'all where I got this information from. Right? Y'all, I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into some of these videos, y'all. It's just that when I look at this, I'm just like, it makes you think, doesn't it? If it makes us think, guess who else is thinking? Guess who else is thinking? Guess who else is thinking? 11 victims. Some of these victims had a lawyer. The lawyer's name was Tyrone Blackburn. T.I. and Tiny denied these baseless allegations. These women said, some of these women said that they were UGDR'd, kidnapped, false imprisonment, ingested with alcohol and potions, pills and potions. These are the accusations. One of the women said what he said, T.I. gave her a pill. Right? Someone even said that they were held against their will. What are we talking about here? Do you see this picture? I don't know. You talking about the other picture? I don't know who that was. I know it ain't 50, is it? Nah, that ain't 50. Not looking down like that. I don't know who that is. Who is that, y'all? That Meek? It looked like a nobody, right? Because he would be looking up like Kanye damn showing. Oh no, Kanye right here. But 50 Cent damn show wouldn't be looking down at the ground like that. I don't know who that is. Who y'all think that is? Because we got Diddy, we got T.I., we got Jay-Z, and we got Kanye. You know, it's been some ish around Jay-Z too, like birds of a feather. And where's this bird right here? In prison. Okay. Kanye West is currently on trial. How do I know? I was there. Now, has he made an appearance? No. But he's supposed to. T.I., you should have been. You should. Now, I know it was a blow to your manhood. That's how you men are. Sorry for you. Boo for you. I know it was a blow to your ego. It gets to the best of us. But you should have left this one alone, because at the end of the day, people feel like you are trying to push your new album. You writing all these diss songs. 50 Cent ain't budged. He ain't put pen to paper the first. You want to know why? Because he's not really into you like that. Not only is he not into you like that, he's not really into music like that. Okay? It's like he grew out of it. It's like he's moved on to, bigger and better things. I mean, the man is doing phenomenal with the film industry, the TV industry. Let's just be honest. And I don't know if he's the right. I don't know how many avenues he partakes in his success, but he's doing a damn good job. I wouldn't mind having him on my team. Okay. But I know he can be petty. I know he's the troll of the century. But we've come to expect that from 50 Cent, whether good or bad, right? We're gonna call it like we see it. But I want to get into the person who started all of this. I just want you guys to take a good look at that picture, because this is what we're seeing. It is a pattern. Why wouldn't it? Lord knows what happened with these four behind closed doors. And I'm just saying, I'm just saying, period. Just overall, just four powerful men, all in the music industry. And we saw what one of them was doing. What the fuck is the other four doing? And you hanging with this nigga. What did y'all do? Just disperse after this picture? Fuck no. After the party was over, y'all just dispersed. Everybody just go their own way. No, you didn't. Nah. When you got LeBron James walking around here talking about ain't no party like a Diddy party, and MTV does a whole intro, a whole commercial on a Diddy party, get the fuck out of here. Get out. I need more. I need more. Right? So we're going to get into this. And I get it, because this is where it gets uncomfortable. When the case falls outside of the statute of limitations, and, the public often treats that as a verdict. That's why we didn't forget. It's not. It's not. It simply means the legal window to prosecute has closed. That's all it means. But here's the bigger issue. Should serious allegations like this ever expire? Or is the statute of limitations necessary to protect due process, or, prevent cases where the evidence may be too old to verify? You know what I'm saying? Because, time changes everything, basically. Let's go ahead and get into these videos, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to show you a series of videos. Let me take this down. And I will be in the chat, you guys, but let me show you this series of videos. Hold on. Now we're about to hear, like I said, from Sabrina Peterson, and she kicked this off, okay? She really is the one who tipped it off. Okay. Now, this is in no particular order. I've given you guys all the details that I have. But you guys are going to watch these and you guys are going to catch right on. I promise you. But it may not be in order, y'all, because I don't even freaking know which one to show y'all first. Okay? Hold on. I'm just going to start with this shit. Okay, so update Sabrina Peterson to pay T.I. and Tiny $100K after judge ruled for her to compensate their legal fees must pay in the next 90 days. Ooh, what? Hold on, y'all. Let me bring this up. Hold up, y'all. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and play this video for y'all.
Speaking of liars, Sabrina's latest interview, she was on that line talking about, oh, T.I. supposedly hired somebody to push her off a building. But if you knew that, why is your kids still calling him uncle? You tell your kids that your uncle tried to push you off a building? You tell them that? No. Speaking of somebody hiring somebody to murder, Sabrina has a little murder investigation of her own. She was dating a guy, got dumped. She didn't want God to dump her. She started doing roots on the guy. She even went to her Facebook and told the world that this guy gave her HIV. God puts a restraining order on her. So she did the same thing to T.I. and Tiny. When they dumped her, when they was done with her, same thing, okay? All of a sudden, they tried to do this. They tried to do that. She has a pattern. And so she has a pattern. She doesn't like being dumped. Now, apparently the guy had money. 9 months later, the guy gets married. 2 weeks after he gets married, he's found dead. So guess who's being investigated for murder? And now she's out here getting pressed by T.I. trying to pay her $25,000 to have her off, and we still ain't seen now victims. Where the victims at? Why are you doing interviews and not these victims? Speaking of liars.
Okay, y'all. You heard what Tasha K said, and she was saying that once T.I. and Tiny got done with her, right? Then she decided she wanted to come out and say something. This is just what Shekinah Joe was saying. She was actually took it further and was saying you was doing the same thing they was doing. Okay, so this is what makes her not credible. This is what makes her not credible. Okay, in some people's eyes, and just in general, you know what I'm saying? Now, I want you to hear some of the things that she has said about T.I. and Tiny. All right, hold on.
They love a song, baby. When the people love a song, they don't love nobody but a song. They don't give a fuck about who raped who. They don't give a fuck about who killed who. They don't care about who poisoned who. They don't care about how bad it is for the community. When black people love a song, black people love a song, baby. You heard me? They gonna fight you about the people who made the song. They don't care about the art.
Okay, y'all, I think there's about to be a video, but it says Sabrina Peterson says Tiny had to eat every box in ATL to get a ring, and alleges T.I. and Tiny passed off a trafficked woman to their son King in an explosive new claims, y'all. Okay, so y'all see King, y'all see Sabrina, y'all see T.I., and y'all see Tiny. This is July 3rd of 2025. The other video I just showed you before this was in 2023. Okay, I think the Tasha K video was in 2023, y'all. Okay, this one says the drama between T.I., Tiny, and a longtime accuser, Sabrina Peterson, just hit a new low. Sabrina, who previously accused the couple of ugging and actually abusing multiple women, just added a fresh, even more disturbing allegations to the mix. After Tiny seemingly celebrated Diddy being found not guilty of X trafficking and RICO charges, with a post saying they'll try to punish you for being freaky. What? Sabrina went off, okay? She clapped back saying that Tiny should have stayed quiet and claimed she now has receipts from a woman who was allegedly trafficked by Tiny herself. Y'all listening? Do I got y'all attention? Listen. According to Sabrina, that same woman was then passed around to the couple's son, King Harris. Did you get all that? To make it even messier, Sabrina alleged that Tiny had to eat every box in Atlanta just to get a ring from T.I., suggesting she did actual favors around the city to secure her status. They out here hoeing. They out here hoeing. And when you're a married couple and you swing like that, you're called swingers. That's called swinging. Well, you swap partners. I'm pretty sure they swap partners. You're swapping with you. Look, might as well call that swapping. Might as well call that, like, what? To make it even messier, what do y'all say? I don't know. What y'all gotta say? This is the new claim that was out. Remember, check the date. Now it matters and it doesn't matter because, like I said, does this go away? No matter how much time has passed, does this make that not true? Oh, girl, it's 2026. This ain't true no more. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. Oh, it only stayed true for a year. Oh, okay. The truth done expired on this. Okay. All right. Let's just leave this alone. Now, the Glam University, and shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. That's where we're at right now. That's Sabrina Peterson. That's her name online, or was. Okay. This has been a couple years. Now, she says, don't make me drop the trafficking receipts, you nasty piece of inch. Don't taunt your victims. They are letting you live now. Woo, what? Going back to being quiet. She says, the girl's family contacted my attorney because their child is in a web of ugdres and prostitution led by the Harris family. Girl, she letting it fly, ain't she? Accusations. Girl, do you have the receipts to back this up? Showed it. She goes on to say, I have been quiet too long. You should have shut the F up, nasty whore bag. You made your wife eat every box in Atlanta to get a ring. Woo. And then she got the nerve to tag T.I. It says, passing the same girls off to their sons. This next message is between the trafficked girl and King. You think 50 don't know? I'm bringing this to y'all. You don't think 50 Cent gonna be on this? Is that a yes? Is that a no? Let's get into this text message between King and the trafficked girl. Now remember, obviously, she's talking to the trafficked girl. And the trafficked girl was like, see, let me show you. I'm going to show you that, I was with King. You were with King? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I got the text messages. Look. So let's look. But didn't she say the girl was underage? Did she say she was underage, y'all? Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and look. Now, we see that's King. It say King. Like, it's a little blurred, but it say, what's up? So I said, hey, you. So I said, you been good? So I said, yes, I'm going to be out there next week. I guess the blackest King, right? And the blue is the trafficked person, okay? It says bet. Just let me know what you got going on. And then somebody says, I'ma hit you. How have you been? Hey friend, you good? And somebody says 1 sec. So I guess that's King. I'ma pull up, love. I just got home. I'ma shower and get dressed. And he says, okay, bet. Y'all see it? Y'all see it with your own eyes. Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hold on, y'all. Yes, ma'am. Y'all see it though. Okay. Now, Sabrina also posted a screenshot that she claims show messages between the alleged victim and King, warning that if Tiny keeps talking, she's ready to bring it all out. In quotes, quotation marks, bring it all out. T.I. and Tiny have not yet responded to the latest claims, but Sabrina clearly isn't done shaking the table, y'all. There you have it. July 3rd of 2025 is when this post was posted. Okay. I showed you a clip as far back as 2023. Does that make it go away? Does that make it not no longer true? You guys let me know what you think about it. Okay? Let me know what you think about it.
Tell the truth about me. Tell the truth about what you did to me and apologize. I'm gone. I don't want one dime. I don't want one dime. And here's the other stipulation. Do it within 7 days. Do it within 7 days. I don't want when you just listen, do this, what I'm saying right now, within 7 days. Within 7 days, tell the truth and apologize. And I'm gone. Sabrina, she's done with. I don't want a dime from you or X, Y, Z. But if I gotta keep drawing this shit out, I gotta keep stepping away from my motherfucking brand. I gotta keep stepping away from my weed and my weed jars. I gotta keep stepping away from my. That's it. And I'm done. And I'm done. I'm out your hair. Nothing else. Nothing else. Same place you went did a video on. I have to go for counseling to deal with all this shit. Tell the truth about me. Tell the truth about what you did to me and apologize. Tell the truth about me. Tell the truth about what you did to me and
Now she said she didn't want no money. She just wanted an apology within 7 days. Okay. This was very personal. You know what I'm saying? I think she had her own agenda as well. But that don't mean that she's not telling the truth. Because I definitely feel like she, in some of the videos, she got her own agenda. You know what I'm saying? She butt hurt. She can't sit at the table no more. And now it's wrong. Now I'm mad that all of a sudden you flipping the script, which I believe because you guys were best friends. Like birds of a feather flock together. It doesn't matter who I'm talking about. You feel me? If you are like best friends, that means y'all do the same things. You feel me? Or you are all right with what they do in their lifestyle because you know a lot. So were you doing it also? Were you? Yeah, according to Shekinah, you were. But like I said, what do you guys think about the whole situation? Let me come to the comments. Let me play another video, y'all.
if Tiny would pay that attention, she wouldn't be even into it right now with Tia. She's looking fucking attention. She wants Tiny. She obsessed with Tiny. Like she wants Tiny to be her girlfriend. Now listen, this is my thing. If it came out the Tip pulled a gun on her, right? How do we change from Tip not the victim no more? Tip is the victim and Tiny now is the legend. How do we go from that? So she done got mad at Tamika for taking her husband. Here go the whole goddamn thing. She has a problem. She ain't talked about nothing about how she Tamika and Tip. I said what I said. Why she ain't talking about how she done suck? So why we ain't talking about that? Let's get into it. Yeah, y'all want to talk about that? Get into it. I'm trying to figure out why she ain't told y'all, but she ain't. Why she ain't told y'all about she one of the women who used to go recruit the. What's up? Hey, hey. Now they go to. If Tiny would pay that attention, she wouldn't be even into it right now with Tia. She's looking fucking attention. She wants Tiny. She obsessed with Tiny. Like she wants Tiny to be her girlfriend. Now listen, this is my thing. If it came out the Tip pulled a gun on her, right? How do we change from Tip not the victim no more? Tip is the victim and Tiny now is the legend. How do we go from that? So she done got mad at Tamika for taking her husband. Here go the whole goddamn thing. She has a problem. She ain't talked about nothing about how she Tamika and Tip. I said what I said. Why she ain't talking about how she done suck? So why we ain't talking about that? Let's get into it. Yeah.
That's because all y'all was down with that. I'm gonna pull up that video from when from Shekinah Joe when she was with her boyfriend. She was in that toxic relationship. That shit was crazy. Okay? That means if she was doing it and Tiny was doing it, you was too. 9 times out of 10. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not always the case, but you know a little bit too much. And for you to know that much, you either have to be there or be involved. So that means either you do it too or you all right with it. I don't give a fuck with any way you slice it. Right? So y'all heard what Shekinah Joe had to say. And Sabrina said that T.I. and Tiny passes girls off to their son. Shekinah Joe accused Sabrina of being involved and recruiting too, y'all. Now, what happened with the Sabrina thing? You know what I'm saying? In everything that she was going to do with, against T.I. and Tiny. What happened to the suit and, all the legal stuff you're supposed to be doing? Well, apparently, she failed to move forward. She failed to move forward with her case, okay? There was a contempt hearing too as well. But the current status and why no charges? Well, like I said, the statute of limitations had ran for the other victims that I told you about. And Sabrina chose not to push forward. And so here we are. But my question to you is, does that make it not true? Does it make it not true? Is everybody a liar? Or do you believe that this could have happened? Let me see. Let's see what else. Let's just pick a few because and then we're gonna hear T.I. Hold on. Sabrina Peterson accuses Tiny of trafficking women that she passed on to her son, claiming Tiny did favors. Okay, I think we already saw this, right? Now, this is her response when Diddy was found not guilty of RICO and I think sex trafficking. So it says down here, if you guys see Major Girl, wait, let me make sure y'all can see. Hold on. Yeah. It says, yay, people want to charge you so bad for being freaky. It's nasty work. Somebody put up under there that part. What? That's what she put, y'all. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Don't worry. So this is Sabrina Peterson, and she says, "Don't worry, you're next. It's the trafficking coercion, ocean, and you can't give consent while forcing your victims to take upgrades." NLB. Ooh. Now this was posted on July 3rd of 2025. The last one with Shekinah was in 2021, you guys. All right. So you guys see the span of years that this has been going on. Does it make it not true? Let's listen to what T.I. has to say. Uh-oh. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Because remember, T.I. came out and spoke out. He said more than this, but let's go ahead and watch this video.
Beautiful day to not be a buster, man. It's a beautiful day to not hate on nobody. It's a beautiful day to not spread lies and to not be negative. It's a beautiful day, man, to mind your business. It's a beautiful day, bro. God has blessed us with this beautiful day. Don't take it for granted. Don't take this beautiful day for granted. Don't be out here spreading propaganda just because you unhappy with your life and yourself. Man, God has blessed you too, man. He got your blessings. Don't look to nobody else and point blame at somebody else because you ain't reached and tapped into your blessings yet. They coming, all right? Beautiful.
Hey, this is Chad, Van Horn Law Group. We are coming to you today to bust some common bankruptcy myths. We're going to give you a ton of information, and there's going to be many segments. Can't wait to do this. Let's start with a big myth. Bankruptcy will permanently destroy your credit. Not even close. Most of my clients get one of these right after they file bankruptcy. It's usually a small line or a secured credit, and your credit bounces back 12 to 18 months later, with many of my clients even qualifying for mortgages in that time. So this myth is busted. Ready to take care of that debt? Give me a call today.
All right, I'm gonna see if there's a video with this one too, y'all. T.I. slams Sabrina Peterson's defamation suit, claims she's a judged liar. I don't know what that means. A convicted felon with a lengthy rap sheet. And this is who was a good friend of Tiny. Now this was in June 25th of 2021, y'all. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Let's go. Let's see if there's a video.
The first victim also had a child. And she was now this is allegedly, I wasn't there for this, right? So the first victim allegedly was had the same gun that was pulled on me. Her 3 children were forced in the closet at gunpoint with this same, she described the same gun.
From T.I.?
Yeah, she described the same exact gun. There's no way that this woman will be able to vividly describe this gun unless she actually seen this very gun. Like it's like it's not,
because you didn't know her and you hadn't talked to her.
And I never described the gun. You know what I'm saying? I never said, oh, he put a silver long nose revolver, all chrome gun to my head, which if you look at the pictures of the guns they confiscated, that was, that was one of the ones that was on the table. So for her to be able to vividly say this, and for me to have an 8-year-old that I'm saying that's now being victimized and put on Front Street, you know what I'm saying, with lies.
So that triggered her.
Yeah. The first victim also had a child. And she was now this is allegedly, I wasn't there for this, right? So the first victim allegedly was had the same gun that was pulled on me. Her 3 children were forced in the closet at gunpoint with this same, she described the same gun.
From T.I.?
Yeah, she described the same exact gun. There's no.
That's some Diddy. That's some Diddy types. Now, if y'all witnessed and went through the Diddy trial, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was a roller coaster ride. of calamity and chaos, okay? And cutthroat behavior and a bunch of freaky deaky and making people do stuff against their will. Almost unaliving folks. And this is exactly what is going on, y'all. This is what they're describing in not so many words. Freak off. Let me see if I can find another video. And I'm gonna come to the chat, see what y'all are talking about. But I wanted to, let me see. I'm trying to get all of them out.
Go truth for truth. Truth is, Clifford Harris put a gun in my head. Truth is, I didn't have a weapon. Truth is, I didn't call the police on him. Truth is, I didn't sue him and I could have. Truth is, I never spoke about this on the many times I could have spoke about it. That's the truth. This is a part of my truth. This is so old that he went on to make songs about it and so forth and so on. That same silver gun that was on the table when he was arrested, that one silver revolver with the long nose on it was the gun that he put to my head, screaming, bitch, I'll kill you, bitch, I'll kill you. Go truth for truth. Truth is, Clifford Harris put a gun in my head. Truth is, I didn't have a weapon. Truth is, I didn't call the police on him. Truth is, I didn't sue him and I could have. Truth is, I never spoke about this on the many times I could have spoke about it. That's the truth. This is a part of my truth. This is so old that he went on to make songs about it and so forth and so on. That same silver gun that was on the table when he was arrested, that one silver revolver with the long nose on it was the gun that he put to my head, screaming, bitch, I'll kill you, bitch, I'll kill you.
What in the hell is going on? What are these freakazoids up to? Are we looking at another Diddy? It seems like a going narrative. It seems like a ongoing thing with these stars and these rappers and these celebrities. Sabrina did say she didn't call the police. She didn't speak out. But he had held a gun to her head and said, I will unalive you. That's some serious ish. We heard a lot of that in the Diddy trial too as well. Y'all get what I'm saying? Strange behavior. And they acting just alike. I'm telling you, he got that was that Diddy behavior. That was that Diddy behavior. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm seeing if there's any more. I think that's about it. I'll play one more, but y'all basically get the point, right? Oh, this is T.I. speaking out on it. Let me see what she got to say right here, and then we'll listen to T.I. Hold on.
Low key, I'm starting to like Snapchat more. What are you talking about, man? I can really see what a nigga doing on Snapchat for real. I mean, not with a boom, Snapchat. Follow me there, Clam University. Low key.
I want to say my wife is a beautiful person with an amazing spirit and a kind heart. She's a devoted mother, and she has a humble soul. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. Now, what we're not gonna do is open up the door to my bedroom, as you shouldn't have to either. Open up the door to my bedroom for everybody to come in, chime in, and make their opinions about what we do and don't do or should or shouldn't do. But I will say this: whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. If we want something, we know exactly where to go to get it. We ain't never forced nobody. We ain't never drugged nobody against their will. We ain't never held nobody against their will. We ain't never made nobody do anything. We ain't never trafficked anything. Well, sexually trafficked anything. I ain't never raped nobody. I want to say my wife is a beautiful person with an amazing spirit and a kind heart. She's a devoted mother, and she has a humble soul. She don't deserve it. She don't deserve it. Now, what we're not gonna do is open up the door to my bedroom, as you shouldn't have to either. Open up the door to my bedroom for everybody to come in, chime in, and make their opinions about what we do and don't do or should or shouldn't do. But I will say this: whatever we ever have done has been done with consensual adults who into what we into and like what we like. If we want something, we know exactly where to go to get it. We ain't never forced nobody. We ain't never drugged nobody against their will. We ain't never held nobody against their will. We ain't never made nobody do anything. We ain't never trafficked anything.
So he's saying they got a freaky lifestyle and they do what they do, but everybody's consenting adults. That's what he's saying in this post. Okay. Now the way them victims is talking, it wasn't just cut and dry like that. It was not cut and dry like that. But I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. At the end of the day, 50 coming. 50 is coming. Okay. And if he dropped a damn documentary on what we just covered, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. Somebody said, it's my freak off. I can cry if I want to. Exactly. That's basically what he's saying, right? Look. Yeah, what do y'all think? Y'all think 50 gonna be on it? Y'all think 50 is gonna dabble and dibble into this rabbit hole and you know what I'm saying? Come back with a vengeance? Like, he the troll of the century. He may not be the flexor of the century like Lil Tay used to be, but he definitely is the troll of the century. Okay? Let me see what y'all are saying. Yeah, y'all. I don't know. I do not know. Shit's crazy. But y'all, at the end of the day, does that make this not true? Because if you look at the date, let me look at the date on this video. January 29th of 2021, y'all. This is damn near 5 years ago, 265 weeks ago. Okay? We went down this road. I'm just saying, you guys, that's the same damn behavior. You cannot deny it. All we missing is this discovery of the baby oil and the freaking Astroglide with a side of GHB. Now, you remember the victims had said that they were upgraded. They were given pills. So at the end of the day, what you thinking? This is the uncomfortable space that celebrities cases live in, basically, right? Because on one side you have the real victims who are often scared to speak up, and on the other side you have the reality that clout culture exists, and false accusations can destroy lives, basically. You know, I don't know, y'all. Because it was statute of limitations, does it make it no longer true? Do you think there's a possibility that somebody might come out that is within the statute of limitations, meaning that this behavior has been going on within the past 10 years? You know what I'm saying? Within that statute of limitations. Because it's one thing to be freaky deaky and have that type of lifestyle and be a swinger and free love, and you know what I'm saying? That's fine and dandy. But when you are, you know, making people do things against their will and they're losing consciousness and waking up with bleeding, you know what I'm saying? Ill nanas. Talking about you attempted to put your foot, are you dead? No, she said he put his foot. You feel me? So I don't know. I don't know. Will somebody come out? And at the end of the day, I do think that 50 Cent is going to go down this rabbit hole. I think he's going to go down this rabbit hole, and it's going to be one of his responses to the faux disses that T.I. done did. King up there with the disrespect, trolling each other. Like, I just think that that's going to be his next move. I don't know. Because if we're figuring that out, like, who else is thinking this, right? Do you guys believe that that's what's going to happen? What do you guys believe? I don't know. I want you guys to comment, get the conversation started. And if you guys want updates as, you know, things like this unfold and we do the breakdowns, you guys make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, okay? Yeah, y'all. Crazy. But do you believe the 17-year-old? I think she was an intern. Do you guys believe the then 22 to 23-year-old US veteran? She had just like joined the service when this happened. Do you guys believe those women? Now we know with Sabrina Peterson, I'm not saying she's not telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? And the little lifestyle that y'all live in, he may very well have did that. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that she was involved too. Because why would Shekinah and Joe say that? Why would Shekinah say that? She kind of told on herself too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. You guys let me know. You said they can do a documentary on 50 Cent, LOL. Yeah, that's true. But the thing about it is they didn't hit him with everything. They didn't hit him with everything. Right? 5 shots couldn't stop him. He took it and smiled. Like, those were some low blows about his mama. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I probably do sting, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not saying that he ain't got no dirt in his closet. I'm not trying to say he's squeaky clean. Look, we're not handing out any angel wings over here. But what I'm saying is when he comes back, it's not going to be with no song. It's not going to be with no jingle. It's not going to be with no just any kind of Instagram post. It's not going to be that. When he comes back and responds, I'm not saying he's not going to do that too, but I'm just saying, and word on the street, on these social media streets, is that some people have that thought. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Salute from Boston. Thank you so much, Stuart. Thank you guys for tapping in. Yes, y'all. 50 Cent is coming for you, T.I. He let himself out there. Like, he left himself open. Why wouldn't you think of that? Like, and I get it. He may be not thinking clearly because you know how that ego and that pride and the manhood gets in the way. But you have to stop and think, bro. There may be somebody within the statute of limitations, or it could be civil lawsuits. It could spark, it could trigger that. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't want to be out here playing on with something like that. I'd just be like, let me leave it alone. I know this nigga is all kind of troll because T.I. knows 50. That's why I don't know why he playing with him. That's why I don't know why he playing with him. And then you got your daughter, you got Zanique, you got your smaller daughter, you got the other son. What's his name? Damani. Just like, it's just too much. And then you got Tiny coming out. He hit y'all where it hurts because all y'all, look, a hit dog gonna holler. So obviously what he was saying in that motherfucker, okay, everybody has unflattering pictures. Everybody has unflattering angles. Everybody gets, you know what I'm saying? Some are just uglier than others. That's it. That's it. But that, you got a hit dog will holler, your whole damn family hollered. Your whole damn family hollered. And I'm not here to say, oh, you're pretty or you're ugly or no. I mean, it is what it is. That's not a flattering picture of Tiny. And you know what? You look, wait a minute. You are the blame, bro. I found this video because look, I was looking at the video. No, I was looking at the video and the picture that 50 Cent put out, right? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. I remember when that came out because T.I. was making a video talking about something and he flipped the camera on to Tiny. So it's your fault. You are the one that recorded the very video that 50 Cent is using. And that's why it hit y'all where it hurt. Okay? Because it's true. It's true. And your whole damn family that responded to this man. And I'm not saying he ain't gonna go below the belt and be petty and go back on Instagram. But what I'm saying is there's something going to be bigger because I think it's too petty for him to come back with just a simple Instagram post and nothing else. And he done talked about your mama. Okay. Damn near went to her real gravesite. I wouldn't be surprised they went to the real gravesite with a shovel and a pitchfork. Okay? And you mean to tell me 50 Cent gonna let that slide? I don't think so. So let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, y'all, that's all I got. I'm that you see where my mind at, y'all. Y'all see where my mind at. Clifford and Curtis, SMH. Exactly. Both of them need to sit down, really. But I can't tell no grown men what to do, right? Agreed. He's slick. His image allows his behavior, but he has treated women badly as well. Of course. I'm not saying, with the stuff that they're putting out about T.I., I mean, 50 Cent is true too. I remember when his baby mama said that. Now, my memory had to be triggered because I would have been came out with that story, but it's still true. I still remember, right? You guys remember when that came out? 50 came F with T.I. and rap in ATL, Georgia. We run the rap game, and you New York ninjas are yesterday. What's up, Eric J? Eric J say 50 Cent can't F with T.I. When it comes to this rapping, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? I mean, I'm speaking primarily on 50 Cent's side right now, but I would pick T.I. for music. I don't got no dog in the fight. I don't give a damn. I used to dance to T.I. in the well, I used to dance to both in the club, but I mean T.I. Like what? Hell yeah, I would choose T.I. over freaking 50 Cent. Yeah, of course. Totally. Let me see. You said what? Was this resolved with the attorneys? The things said about him by both baby mothers did not make it to the attorneys. You're doing too much with your title, freak off. Maybe I am, but I do too much a lot. But thank you for your title. I mean, thank you for your comment. No, I'm saying freak off because this is just what Diddy was doing. That's the same behavior to me. That's the reason why I use that. Hmm. Yeah, that's the reason why I use that because it's similar behavior. You say you feel bad for Tiny. Okay. Yeah, y'all. At the end of the day, that's what I see. I see similarities in the behavior. I most definitely do. But like I said, you guys, let me know what you guys think. I will be back with another video and we shall see. I mean, I could be wrong, okay? I didn't say this was the law of the land. I didn't say replace the Fourth Amendment um or anything like that, okay? But everybody's entitled to their own POV. That's what I see when I look at these pictures. Yes. Similar behavior. Anyways, y'all, I'll be back with another video. Thank y'all for tapping in, though. Let me give a shout out to my chat. Thank y'all for holding me down, for hyping me up, for keeping me company. I appreciate you. Hold on, y'all. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to y'all. Okay, so Tasha AK-47. You said the family has not been found guilty. Diddy went to trial. That's different. Yeah, I'm just using the wording. I didn't say he was going on trial. I'm just saying the behavior. That's all I'm saying. Behavior is similar to me. Okay? But thank you for so much for tapping in. Tasha AK-47. Who else do we have? Jaded Shades. Thank you. Eric J. Shout out to you. Let me see. Don Julio, Biggins, what's up? Stewart 617, AFBM, what is up? Sporty Bag, shout out to you. Go Gigi, thank you so much, y'all. The VY3, thank you. Shout out to you, Chelsea Davis, what is up? Always welcome love. Coco G Show. Thank you so much, love. Thank you guys for the love. I'll be back on another video, y'all. Let me see. Who else? Anybody else? Mojo Shy. Thank you so much for being a member. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my mods. Let me see. All right, y'all. I'll be back with another video, okay? Until next time, America. Thanks for watching. Shout out to my VIPs, and I'll see you on the next video.